Are you in quarantine and decided to go buy some chickens? Well, I want to talk about whether or not that's the right decision for you to make right now. So, without further hesitation, y'all welcome to Hall's Homestead. Let's go ahead and get her done. Come on, chickens. Y'all be free. Went to Tractor Supply and said, man, this seems like the perfect time to get chickens. The world's gone to crap and there's a pandemic out. Maybe I should be able to get me some chickens, raise them, have me some eggs, and I'll be safe, boom, during this pandemic. Now, I don't know if that's just the doomsday prepper in you talking, or if that's just you think it's time for you to have chickens. That's not for me to decide. That's up to you. But I just want to sort of advise you to be careful when you buy chickens. Don't go out and make a rash decision that you won't be able to justify in the future as far as having chickens, because you have to remember, chickens are an investment. When you buy that little baby chick, one, he's going to grow up really fast. Two, he's going to live a long time, surprisingly. You may not think that a chicken lives for a long time, but a chicken can live upwards of 7 years. So you got to think about it. That's almost like getting a pet. That's almost the investment of getting a pet. Even though this is not a pet, this is an animal that you need to be able to take care of. This is an animal with personality, but it's an animal that you're going to have to really take good care of, because chickens are very vulnerable. You have to understand something. When you get that baby chick, every predator in the world wants to eat your chickens. And that's something you need to think about and keep in your mind the whole time. You need to make sure your chickens are protected. That also means you need to have a coop for them. You see behind me this coop here? You need to make sure that you have some area to keep your chickens safe in, where they can go at night and be safe. Because like I said, chickens are very vulnerable. But that's in the future. So right now you have baby chicks. You're thinking about getting baby chicks. Well, that's a good thing. Normally, almost always, I'm going to tell you, go ahead and get chickens, because I think they're a great thing to have. They're wonderful, they're fun, but you need to be prepared. You need to make sure that when you walk in Tractor Supply and you see the chicks laying there, they used to be in bins, now they're in these brooders that are like shelves, and they have little chicks everywhere on each shelf, and you look through the different breeds and you pick out what breed you want. Make sure you get pullets. You don't need a lot of roosters, you just need one pullet. Make sure that you look at that rooster, or you look at those chicks, and make sure you stay away from the cockerels. That's roosters. You don't need a lot of roosters. And there's people that think that chickens are really simple and there's nothing to it. And they are. They're relatively simple. They're a good intro to homesteading. But you need to understand that those chickens are still going to need to be fed. Those chickens still need water. They still are going to have pine shavings that need to be changed out when they're chicks. And when they get older, whenever you put them into the coop, those pine shavings you got to be checked. When they start laying eggs, they're going to need to have somebody come out and collect the eggs every day, because if you don't get them every day, there'll be snakes that come up in your coop, and you don't like snakes. If you're a person that hates snakes, probably don't get chickens, because snakes are going to get in your chicken coop eventually. These are the sort of things that you need to think about before you go and make a rash decision buying chickens. Expect some of your chickens to die. I hate to be that blunt about it, but your chickens, you're gonna lose some chickens. If that's something you can't handle, the idea of losing multiple chickens at once. I've lost an entire flock before to predation. They got out and they died, they got killed. That was all but one survived. That's just the kind of stuff you got to put up with when you're doing farming and homesteading. If you can't handle that kind of thing, just think about not getting chickens. Also, if you're getting chickens thinking, oh, I'm going to have a bunch of eggs, I'll have eggs soon, won't be long now, I'll have eggs. Think again, because you will not have eggs soon. It will take at least, some chickens lay as early as 5 months. Most do not. Most start between 6 months up to 10 months of age. It varies with each chicken. So you're going to be waiting a while, a half a year, probably after all this pandemic stuff is over with, and then you're going to be stuck with chickens that you may or may not even really want. So just think about these kind of things before you go out and make a quick decision. Oh, I like these chicks, they're cute there, I'm going to pick them up. You need to be prepared. You need to think long term with this, because these chickens are an investment. You're going to have them for a long, long time until you get rid of them or whatever. Like I said, but if you think about it and you feel like you're prepared, I say absolutely go for it. I love chickens. I know you'll love chickens. They're a great investment. They're something that everybody loves, the whole family loves. It's right here at Easter time. It's the perfect time to get chicks. Everybody sees the chicks. They want the chicks. They will grow up. They'll grow up quick. They're not going to stay little baby chicks forever. So they won't stay baby chicks for long, maybe a week or two, and they'll start looking different. And they're not going to look as cute as they once did. And they're going to kind of look like little wet porcupines or something almost. But then they'll grow up and they'll get bigger, and then they'll be pretty, and they'll feather out, and then you'll have eggs then. So just think about it. Chickens are a great investment. They don't cost a lot to feed. You can buy a bag of feed for about $12, $13, $14, depending on where you get it from. Chickens are a great investment. I just want you to be prepared. Be advised of some of the things you're going to have to think about when you get chickens. And like I said, watch out for the little chickens, because those baby chicks will die if you give them the opportunity to. And one last thing before I leave. If you see a baby chick get sick, make sure you separate that baby chick. Move that chick and keep him away, because the rest of them might not be sick yet. But if you leave that baby chick in there that looks like he's sick, you might get the rest of them sick. So separate the chick, the first thing you need to do. But guys, if you are happy with the expectations that come with getting chickens, if you think you can handle everything, absolutely go for it. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all leave me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I appreciate y'all watching. This has been Hall's Homestead. Y'all take care.